hanging out at the Columbia booth here at the Outdoor Retailer, and I'm with Sue Parham. Sue, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Good. I'm loving all the colors and the necklace, and of course you've got Columbia gear on, so you look great.
It's a season of color, there's no doubt.
It really is, and check out all of the mannequins over here as well. They have a lot of color on them. Now let's talk about the product specifically, and we're actually going to show the viewers in a second what makes the product so great. We're going to kind of do a demo for them, but tell us first about it.
Well, for us, this season is really about the end of wet and the end of sweat. And I think that's best shown through one of the garments that is right here. It's an ultra breathable waterproof. So it will keep you dry, but even better than that, it keeps you on the inside as well as the outside. We have this new technology that we've added to our waterproof breathable that is called EVAP. And what this does is disperses the water that comes from your sweat. And then it moves it to the outside of the garment. And I can take you over and show you some of the demonstrations we have around that product if you like.
We'll do that in just one second. Tell me, as far as, what kind of temperatures are you going to be wearing it in?
Well, we see spring as a season that goes all the way from January to the end of the summer. And of course, temperatures can change by 50 degrees over the course of that period. So you launch the season with pieces this is a shell. So it's very, very lightweight and it's very breathable. So even if it's humid and raining out, you can wear a piece like this for protection. But these pieces are really geared more towards the beginning of the spring season. And then you can see there's pieces up front here that really allow you to be very cool in the summertime. In the summertime, we introduce a technology called OmniFreeze Ice. And ice is about using your sweat again to cool yourself. It's sweat-activated cooling. So
how does that work?
How does that work? There's a chemistry in the product that when it comes into contact with water, in this case your sweat, lowers the degrees. So it's just a chemical reaction, completely safe, perfect for human beings, that helps us bring our own body temperature down. We believe that we should introduce technologies that helps the body do what it already does. So if sweat is meant to cool you down, we can make that work even better by adding technology.
Well, let's head over to the demo side and we'll show myself and the viewers what's going on.
Great, thanks. Okay. All right, so first I'm going to show you our OmniFreeze Ice. And what I'm going to do is put a sleeve of the fabric on you, and then I'm going to spray it with water. Just pretend that you've run 5 miles and you're really sweating. Now,
I sweat after 1 mile, so no need to go 5.
Okay, so while we do the other experiment, I'm going to let that settle in. And then you can tell me afterwards if that makes you feel cooler, because it should start feeling cooler.
Should it already start feeling cooler?
It should already start.
Okay, because it does.
Good. All right, now I want you to look over here. And this is an experiment where we can show how we move moisture. So typically, waterproof garments are made out of something called PTFE. And what I have under here is a plate that is the temperature of the human body, so about 96 to 98 degrees. On this side, we have our Omni Wick and our Omni Dry that I showed you over there with the EVAP on it. So you can see it's that same fabric. Now, what I told you it did was it dispersed the sweat or the moisture inside of the body. When you disperse it, it can dry more quickly. And this experiment also shows that the moisture then comes through the fabric and evaporates out. If we look over here at the PTFE, the water is still beaded up. So it doesn't evaporate, and it certainly then can't move through the fabric in the same way. So it's a really good way to show how the product functions. You can see absolutely no moisture coming through that, but you can on this side see how the moisture is coming through the fabric.
It's pretty amazing how you can take, like you said, take our sweat, which is supposed to cool us down, but then you guys just make it better. And honestly, I asked you right away, I said, is it supposed to already feel cooler? It does.
Good. So, right.
Pretty impressive product.
Next year we'll outfit you head to toe because the show can get hot.
I like that idea. Right. Check it out. Is the website just Columbia.com?
Yes, it is.
Easy enough. Sue, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, stick around. If you want to see more great products like you've already been seeing, stay with us. We'll be back with more from the Outdoor Retailer right after this.